City outside of the Western Cape that falls to
Thank
the
you
Democratic
very
Alliance.
much to me, and yes indeed we are in Port Elizabeth, where really it's all gaining momentum. People are getting excited at the fact that they'll be doing all the things that they'll be doing over the next couple of days for their party. Well, topping the list, the to-do list of the DA faithful, of course, for this weekend is the election of a leadership. For the very first time ever, they will be electing a black person as their leader. But also with that is a values charter, which is a document that they hope will be able to offer something that up until now the Democratic Alliance has perhaps never ever had an opportunity to actually offer. And that is a values charter. It's a document that they hope will sort of bring together all the ideas that their party stands on, but also the kind of document that they believe will encapsulate their values, will encapsulate the principles on which this political party stands, and they believe it's the kind of thing that their party needs if it is to go forward. In other words, it's no longer about a claim that you can make that you'll deliver better than the other person, or that you're a party that has more principles than the other. You actually have to document them, but not only document them, but actually make sure that you leave them. So the DA hopes that over the next couple of days, it will be able to put flesh into that document and get it adopted by its membership, but also over and above that, elect the kind of leadership that will leave, like literally personify that document, the kind of leadership that they believe will be out there and be seen by South Africans to be really living examples of all the things that they stand for. So over the next couple of hours, we will be taking you through everything that will be happening here. But for now, though, here's an insert prepared for us by our political correspondent, Yolisa Njamela, just taking us through some of the things that have happened leading up to this weekend.
Wonderful, good. All right.
The run-up to the DA's elective Congress will go down as an eventful one. As campaigns turned up a notch, sexual impropriety claims emerged from an anonymous source. Parliamentary leader Mmusi Maimane, Federal Chairperson James Self, and Eastern Cape Chairperson Athol Cholib are amongst those fingered. The allegation that they've used their influence to elicit sexual favors from female staffers.
It's a pity that this campaign has to be reduced to that. It makes very false allegations, very damaging allegations. We'll be doing a full investigation. We'll get to the bottom of it.
Up until now, the campaigns have been about issues, and we are determined to keep it that way. This campaign is about debating issues that are in the interest of the DA and in the interest of the country, and we will focus on those issues.
When it comes to the race to the top, 7 leadership positions are up for grabs. Among those, federal leader, federal chairperson, and 3 deputy federal chairpersons. The party leader position is the prime one. Former DA leader Tony Leon believes the limited campaign time at their disposal gives Maimane the upper hand.
I suppose if you're a cynic, you could say that the timing of Helen's announcement favours Mmusi Maimane, who starts with a lot of advantages. He's the parliamentary leader. He's also got the backing of some of the other major leadership figures in the party, and perhaps even from Helen Zille herself, although she won't say it, because it's going to be very difficult for someone else without Mmusi's advantages and profile to mount a campaign in less than a month.
I see South African people.
Maimane has already been endorsed by DA leaders in 4 provinces: the Free State, the Western Cape, Eastern Cape and Limpopo. The leaders of the 5 other provinces are keeping their cards close to their chests. 34-year-old Maimane's campaign slogan is "Believe in Tomorrow."
So Democrats now more than ever South Africa requires us to stand together to contest for democracy. Our fight is indeed for South Africa. While others destroy, we must build. While others mobilize on race, we must be non-racial. And I say to you, Morena, Mbuluka Sechaba Sayesu, Ngosi Sigeleli Africa. Let us live and strive for freedom. God Sien South Africa.
We should be thanking you.
Wilmot James is an academic and experienced politician. His message is ready to lead. He has campaigned using an 8-point plan.
I believe that the DA is stumbling in terms of direction, and what we need to see is put it back on course to make it strategically focused in communicating on the issues that matter to voters. And that's the most important thing.
The DA's second most senior position, the federal chairpersonship, will be contested by Athol Cholep, Masizole Mnasela and Mahashule Ghana. Cholep is the most experienced of the three, having served as parliamentary leader prior to Lindiwe Mazibuko. He is now the provincial leader in the Eastern Cape. Mkasela, who is contesting the position for the second time, has at times been seen as a rebel, resulting in him clashing with Zille on a number of occasions. 31-year-old Ghana has been in the party for 13 years. He has served as the leader of the Democratic Alliance Youth before being elected to the position of Deputy Federal Chairperson in 2012. For the position of Federal Council Chairperson, James Self will be elected unopposed. Leon believes the new leader must be able to hit the ground running.
That person needs to stamp his or her identity not just on the party, but on all the folk out there who are voting for the party, and crucially to make a difference in these elections, would think of voting the party but currently don't do so. So he or she has not got much time, less than a year, to really make an impact on the voting public so that they can make a difference in the election. And, you know, politics is a very harsh and unforgiving business, as you know, and you're only as good as your next election result.
The Congress's opening ceremony will include a tribute to outgoing leader Helen Zille. Yolisa Njamela, SABC News.
Well, Yolisa Njamela, just taking us through some of the issues that have come up in the run-up to this all-important Democratic Alliance Congress. Well,